Now, I say this, I accuse Sanjay Jha of misrepresenting facts, if he lets me complete. You see, Sanjay Jha is almost embarrassed to look and talk candidly on TV about the Congress party's performance in the 10 assembly segments, which comprise the Gandhi pocket boroughs in 2012. So because he is embarrassed about that, he goes back to 2004. If Sanjay Jha were to be honest and share with us how Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, all of them did in their pocket boroughs, the fact is, Sankarshan, that the Congress won in just 2 seats with a slender margin not exceeding 3.2%. In 2007, they won 4 out of the 8 seats with a margin of victory of 10%, which means that in 2012, 1 minute, please hear me out, the Gandhis were extremely vulnerable in their own pocket boroughs. Now, on top of it, if you have an Uma Bharti, if you have an Uma Bharti or a Smriti Irani and then a very hardworking Kumar Vishwas out there in the field to take them on, Sankarshan, the situation can change.
Arnab, I was trying to make the point, Arnab, all this while.
You can't compare assembly with Lok Sabha.
1 minute, may I just finish? In about 4 decades or so, this is the first time. I don't want to be crystal gazing. I just have a sense of the ground. For the first time in about 4 decades, the opposition to the Gandhis in the 2 pocket boroughs is sensed strongly of a possibility that they can uproot them.
Yeah,
I'll give you. You've given me one example from the assembly. You've given me one vulnerability from the assembly seats. Look, don't miss the way in which Sanjay Singh, CN of the Amethi royal family, was taken last minute all the way to Assam and given a Rajya Sabha nomination because he was threatening to jump the party and go across to the opposition, whichever, probably the BJP. So the Gandhis are sensed of vulnerability. I will say that someone like Smriti Irani is a feisty fighter. She will bring spunk to the battle.
Oh yes, she is.
She is. She is. So let's not be in denial about these 2 are taken for granted seats. I as a journalist, I'm not in a position to say that today. I do not think we should use Lok Sabha electoral data of the last 2, 3, 4 elections as the basis, because the ground has shifted. The ground has shifted.
What's a GVL Narasimha Rao coming in also? What's the fact is the Gandhis in their pocket boroughs of Amethi and Raebareli have been hardly winning in those areas in the local contest. Now, Mr. Sanjay Jha says, GVL Narasimha Rao and Devang Nanavati, Sanjay Jha says, oh, don't talk about 2012, they are local contests. But it gives you a sense of the flavor of the mood among people on the ground. The people on the ground are rejecting the Congress party in the seats where the Congress president and vice president are represented.
Let me answer you.
No, 1 sec. I'm getting GVL Narasimha Rao first.
Yeah. In the assembly in 2007, we did not do well in UP.
Think the results
in 2009
of 2009
Lok Sabha, we won 22 Lok Sabha seats. What does it tell you?
Do not reflect the real situation. No, you see, they have actually a friendly contest with some regional parties, and they have some kind of match fixing with others. The SP, the Samajwadi Party, is not running against both of them. And they are getting in turn some favors from the Congress party in their pocket boroughs, in their family-run seats. So it's the public, at the popular level, I think there has never been a very serious challenge to them.
Are the Gandhis scared of losing? Are the Gandhis scared of losing? Are the Gandhis scared of losing? Are the Gandhis scared of losing their own constituencies?
Absolutely.
I would recommend that BJP to save the security deposit fund for some better charitable and some welfare activity.
Only demonstrates that.
No, if you are not scared of losing, Devang Nanavati, is the Congress party scared of losing? Is the BJP scared of fielding candidates against them?
On a serious note, apart from this bickering that we do against each other as representatives of political parties, the fact of the matter is that Sanjay, you, Sankarshan, Hartosh, everybody today knows is that the country is asking for a change. if that change is going to be a BJP government led by Narendra Modi?
No, I don't.
Is it going
I
to be
don't know, and I don't agree with you.
No, please speak for
yourself. Why you bracketing me there? The country does not want Mr. Narendra Modi. That's all I know.
Doesn't stand a chance in this election. And yes, it is a real possibility that while it is otherwise very difficult to defeat the Gandhis in their home constituency, I will tell you that this time, as Sankarshan rightly points out, there is fear that ground will tread under them, and wait till BJP announce their candidates. You may really see a very, very close battle, and who knows, and I am praying and I am sure that the BJP will even grab one of those 2 seats.
No, who's the candidate? Come on, reveal it. Come on, reveal it. Hartosh, do you think, Hartosh, we have three principal candidates we are talking about. Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Narendra Modi. We don't know tonight who the Congress will field against Narendra Modi. They are dodging the question of whether it's Digvijay. We don't know who the BJP will field against Uma Bharti or who the BJP will field against Rahul. Of the vote in years which were coterminous with UPA 2. I mean, that is complete rejection of the Congress in Rahul Gandhi's constituency, of Rahul Gandhi's party. Can you afford to be smug about it, Sanjay? Can you just say this does not matter, some local contest, don't talk about it? Is it the same in Narendra Modi's in any of the areas?
We are not smug.
Pardon me?
Firstly, we are not smug at all. Number one, let me just clarify, nobody is smug at all. Every election has to be fought from scratch. Not at all.
You're not worried.
Let me tell you, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi says that we are going to win this election, let me tell you, have you heard what Mr. Gandhi said? He said we are winning the elections of 2014, all India.
Am I asking you what Rahul Gandhi said? Of course, Rahul Gandhi will say we are going to win the election. Why do you treat what Rahul Gandhi said as the last word?
I'm telling you something else.
It's like Chidambaram saying we'll fix the economy. Chidambaram said we'll fix the economy.
There is no smugness at all.
No, Chidambaram said he'll fix the economy. Was that the last word?
Let me answer. Point number two, how you are comparing apples and oranges. I give you a very simple example. I don't think you heard it. In the 2007 assembly elections, we won as many seats as we won in the 2009 Lok Sabha. There are two different issues you're talking about. I don't know how many of your panelists went to Raebareli. I did. I've spent weeks in Raebareli last year, not in the last few months, last year. I've also been to Amethi before that. And I don't know who has been there to check the ground experience, but I can tell you here, not just as a Congress spokesperson, but it is going to be impossible. Absolutely impossible for anyone to defeat
well,
Mrs.
let me tell you a little bit of a statistic. You went to Raebareli.
Done some very good work. Let me explain. Let me explain.
You went to Raebareli.
Let me finish.
You went to Raebareli.
Let me tell you the roads, the drinking water, the upliftment of women, the National Institute of Fashion Technology. Let me tell you, there's been a lot of initiative on the ground. It is not the urban story that we talk about.
Let me tell you some facts.
Like Mumbai and Delhi. But the ground level is remarkably different.
I'll tell you, you may have
hold your breath till May 16. Hold your breath till May 16. You will get the result. And as far as the BJP is concerned, let them announce their candidate. When we come to the bridge, we'll cross it.
You announce your candidate against Narendra Modi. Is it Digvijay Singh or Sanjay Jha?
We have announced Mr. Mistry against him in Vadodara. Why don't you ask Mr. Modi why is he fighting?
So why are you nervous about announcing?
Why is he so nervous?
I know you announced.
This is his first Lok Sabha
announced Mr. Mistry.
I'm saying Mr. Modi is nervous because this is his first Lok Sabha election. He is extremely nervous about what can happen to him.
No, you announced.
He's an outsider in Varanasi. You don't forget that. And even in Vadodara, he's got a very tough opponent.
No, you announced.
I think it's a good question to ask. Why the man who's meant to have created a wave across the country is fighting from 2 Lok Sabha constituency? I think it's a valid question to ask.
That's because he wants to represent Gujarat.
Why is he running scared
and also Varanasi?
As the chief minister of Gujarat,
20 times, don't ask the same question.
As the chief minister of Gujarat,
that kind of answer impresses no one. That kind of answer impresses no one. You see, people of this country have been voting in a democracy for 60 years.
I am here to
Mr. Modi has already chickened out.
Elections because he wants to send a message across Uttar Pradesh. That is the heartland of India, and he wants to fight an election from there to send a message. He represents
so one last
it's not the heartland. They are doing it for religious polarization. They are doing communal polarization.
Do you really, Sankarshan, honestly tell me, Sankarshan, seriously, apart from our differences as a political party and as a journalist, please answer me a straight question, Sankarshan. Do you really think that Narendra Modi will lose an election in Varanasi?
But no, but you have not answered the other question. I'm wrapping up for want of time. I ask a counter question. I am asking a counter question to you, Devang Nanavati.
Mr. Modi might lose in both.
My counter.
He will lose in both. He will lose in Vadodara and he will lose in Varanasi.
My counter question to Devang Nanavati. This is the last question.
Yeah, Sanjay, you can dream. You are allowed to dream.
Gentlemen.
Repeatedly.
Okay, gentlemen.
You wait and watch the result in Vadodara and Varanasi, my dear friend. Mr. Modi is losing both the seats.
Watch for it. Gentlemen, one second. I just want to reiterate a question. Last question, please allow me. Last question, please allow me. Just please allow me. Devang Nanavati, before I wrap up, Sankarshan asked a good question which you dodged. A question is, if Narendra Modi wins both Varanasi, and if he wins both Varanasi and Vadodara, will he let down the people of Vadodara and the people of Gujarat, or will he let down the people of Varanasi and the people of Uttar Pradesh? That question was not answered. I am reasserting the question. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow we'll know whether Uma Bharti will take on Sonia Gandhi or somebody else. Tomorrow we should know whether Smriti Irani will take on Rahul Gandhi, and tomorrow we'll know whether Digvijay Singh will take on Narendra Modi. And I thank you very much for joining me on that debate tonight. Now